Dear students and parents from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and from various corners of India. Good morning. I'm Dr. V. Kumaraswamy. Would like to give a lecture on Guidance on Engineering Admissions 2020. As we know that in India, engineering education is the prime education which is improving the economic standards of India. We all trust that today's engineers are tomorrow's nation builders. With this, I start my lecture. The topics to be covered are Introduction, Engineering Education in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, in particular, India in general. How to choose a good branch of engineering. How to choose a good reputed engineering college deemed to be university, state university, central university, NITs, IITs, IIITs or IIScs. Then conclusion. Friends, we all know engineering education is the prime education stream in India. The statistics says about how many students are preferring engineering education and how many students are improving their economic standard in India by graduating as engineering graduate and entering into an industry. In Telangana, we have 286 private engineering colleges, 23 government engineering colleges. All put together, we have 309 engineering colleges in Telangana alone. Coming to Andhra Pradesh, 333 private engineering colleges, 10 government engineering colleges, together 343 engineering colleges in Andhra Pradesh. If we add Telangana and Andhra Pradesh engineering colleges, total engineering colleges in two Telugu states are 652 engineering colleges. See the volume of engineering colleges through which lakhs of students are coming out as engineers every year. So we need to be more careful, more cautious, more intelligent to select a good branch from reputed engineering college. So selection of branch is one aspect and selection of engineering college is the another aspect, because if branch is good and the college is good, if the student is graduated from reputed engineering college, at the end of the fourth year, if he or she is placed, then definitely the parents are the happiest ones in the world. Further, we need to consider different aspects for choosing best branch and best engineering college. So, how to choose a good branch? The first point is based on employability opportunities. Because every student would like to get into industry once he or she completes engineering. So the employability opportunities are very important while choosing a branch. Nowadays you can see the core engineering branches are the popular engineering branches: computer science and engineering, electronics and communication engineering, information technology. Then we have mechanical engineering, aeronautical engineering, electrical and electronics engineering. Then we have civil engineering, electronics and instrumentation engineering, electronics and computer engineering, and the derived branches from these basic engineering branches. As we know that we have most of the opportunities in software industry and hardware electronics industries or automobile industries, construction industries. Okay, so we need to focus on where we have more opportunities and where the growth possibility is there. That's the first one. Okay, the second is future demand for the engineering branch which we are going to select after 4 years. Because today if you are joining your kid into engineering, after 4 years which branch will be having more demand, that we need to assess today before joining into engineering. So first is employability, the second is the future demand for the course which we are going to select today. So based on these two important aspects, we need to go for the course of engineering to be selected. Then the third one is industry trends, pulse of industry, how it is moving, whether it is moving into software industry, software development, service sector, the biomedical instrumentation, automobile industry, construction industry, electronics industry, pharmaceutical instrumentation. So where we are going, aviation, where we are going. So nowadays we have disruptive technologies like data analytics, Internet of Things, the AI, machine learning, robotics, likewise. So we have even 3D printing. So these are catching up. Cyber security. So these are derived courses from the fundamental courses. So if you can opt for the disruptive technologies as minor streams in the engineering, or the specialized courses where some universities, state or central, or the deemed universities or the private autonomous colleges offering these minor streams with specialized courses will have more demand in future. So based on this, we have to look into the selection of the engineering branch, followed by the choice of student should also be taken into consideration. If you are not taking student choice, in which branch you would like to excel, because nowadays the students are very fast, they have a lot of awareness, so they'll be having some focus, some idea about what they want to do from childhood. So you need to take their idea also into consideration. If it is not worth of considering, you have to explain the kid, you have to explain the student, so why you want to go for a particular branch. What are all the opportunities? What could be the future after 4 years? Because today if you are getting into engineering admission, after 4 years you have to look into the future. So these are the aspects which we need to consider, and we have to take the advice from the eminent teachers who are working in reputed engineering colleges. You have to look into the survey from web. You have various sources through Google. You can browse and you can go through the ratings of the colleges, the standings of the colleges, how they are performing for past few years. Taking them into consideration, we need to perform, or we need to choose a very good branch in a particular engineering colleges. So particular engineering colleges selection, I'll come slightly later. So parents, so you have to first look into employability opportunities of a course before choosing. Second is the future demand for this course after 4 years. Third is industry trends, how the industry is moving, looking into the various talks given by industry experts, we need to assess or we have to take the advice from the career counseling experts. Fourth is choice of student. So taking these four basic parameters, we need to focus on how to select a particular branch. So as I told you, we have basic core branches, basic branches, mother branches, from which the derived branches are there. Nowadays, you can hear about the Internet of Things, IoT, can be from computer science and engineering, or can be from electronics and communication engineering. AI and machine learning can be from computer science and engineering or from electronics and communication engineering. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. We have deep learning, data analytics, cyber security, robotics, automobile, 3D printing. So many new courses are coming into. So we have to look into this, we have to choose. So the world is moving with software implementations. So majority of the opportunities are in the software industry, followed by the hardware electronics industry, which is supporting all the industries, either biomedical instrumentation, pharmaceutical industry, automobile industry, construction industry. Okay, so looking into the opportunities, we need to choose a good branch. Now, coming to how to select a good college. If you go for a good college selection, the first and foremost is quality of intake for last few years. How the students are admitting into a particular college. Whether the top rankers are preferring that college, what is the first rank and what is the last rank. That you need to look into. So that shows about the quality of the college based on quality of students joining. If it is good college, good students, top rankers will definitely join. So the colleges which are getting admission with less than 10,000 rankers, all those colleges are very good colleges only. So you can categorize less than 1,000, less than 2,000, less than 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 and 10,000. So based on branches. A branch like computer science and engineering or electronics and communication engineering will have more demand, followed by information technology, then mechanical engineering, then electrical and electronics engineering, then automobile engineering. Some of them offering aerospace engineering, then civil engineering, electronics and instrumentation, electronics and telecommunications, electronics and computer engineering. Thus, we have hybrid courses as well, followed by all the disruptive technologies as minor streams or major streams in engineering are coming up in the autonomous colleges, deemed universities, state universities, NITs and IITs, triple ITs, central universities. So looking into the demand, we have to go for the selection of a branch. Now, the first point, quality of intake for last few years into a particular college. What is the top rank and what is the least rank student joined into a particular college. Second is number of students placed per year. Recent past for last 2-3 years, what is the placement record of a college? And the average package. See, every student would like to get into a company once he completes engineering. So in 4-1, 4-2 only placements are completed. Nowadays, the trend is changed. In 3-2 only, they are taking the students. So the number of students placed per year and the average package of a college is very important before joining a student into engineering college. So please look into the placement record of a college. If it is performing well, placing more number of students, then you can prefer. But the number of placements are less, showing only few high package companies, you have to assess yourself. So the maximum number of students to be selected with average package of, for example, 3 lakhs to 10 lakhs, if the range is varying, but number of students selected are more in a college, that's good. A student may get chance to get into industry easily. But at the same time, the above average students, the exceedingly well performing student should also be given a chance to get into the high package companies like Amazon, Google, Apple, likewise. So the above average student should get opportunity to bag high package company jobs. Average student should get the average package jobs like 3 to 10 lakhs, and the below average student should also get opportunity to get into service sector, may not be into development but service sector. Some of the students who complete their engineering, they may be very good at communication skills but not good at technical skills. They can prefer to go for service oriented jobs. But the students are very keen in designing something, they should prefer a design oriented companies only, so that their career path and their growth is very fast. And the top rankers in the college must go for R&D units, so that they can contribute much to the nation building. Because you may have lots of money in software industry, but if you can get into organizations like DRDO, Space Center, HAL, any reputed government sector or civil services, you can contribute much more to the nation along with money. So I appeal to all the students should have a goal to what to do after BTech. So before joining, you should have some idea to pursue your career, so that you can start building your basics towards that to reach to your goal. Now, number 2 is number of students placed per year and average package. Number 3 is quality of faculty with number of PhDs from reputed universities. This is very important because the quality of education will come if and only if quality of faculty are available in the institution. Number is there, that's not sufficient. Quality of students when they are entering into a college, that shows about the quality of faculty, then only they prefer. So the quality of faculty with good qualification is required to teach to high caliber students. So how many PhDs are there? How many masters faculty are there who are having background of reputed universities, reputed colleges? You have to look into that also before joining a student into engineering college, your ward into engineering college. So how many PhDs are there, and out of which how many PhDs are from reputed universities? That you have to assess branch wise, not throughout the college. Whichever the branch you are preferring, you need to look into how many PhDs are there in that branch and how many are from reputed universities. What's their educational background, that you need to look into, so that your joining of your word is in safer hands, so that he or she can rise to the occasion and they can grab a very good opportunities in industry. So the quality of faculty and number of PhDs is very important. Next, coming to the infrastructural facilities. So once faculty are good, having more number of faculty with good qualification, having PhDs from reputed organizations, then you need to look into the infrastructural facilities available in the college. Whether they have all the labs as per the norms or they are managing. That you need to physically visit and see. Verify yourself. If you are happy, then you can admit your word into the engineering college. So the personal visit to the college before selecting a college is very important for a parent and student. Looking at the websites, looking at the the advertisements, don't simply prefer a college. You have to visit before taking decision. You have to visit a particular college when you want to select that college, and see the facilities. Interact with few students who are already there in the college, so that you can get the live pulse of students. So that you need to assess before joining into an engineering college. So the practicals are very important for engineering students. There's a reason the laboratory facilities with advanced equipment or software tools is very important for engineering colleges. So whether they have all the facilities as per the norms, beyond norms, whether they have advanced tools to give a scope for the student to learn beyond syllabus, beyond boundaries, beyond classrooms, that you need to assess. Next, research labs. So how many research labs are there? Centers of excellence. In a department or in the college, how many centers of excellence are there? Whether they have some research center, department wise or at the college level. Are they doing some prototypes? Are they making prototypes into products? Any patents are there for the students? So how the research activities are going on? That you need to look into through website or through interaction. You have to look into whether research labs are provided. Labs timings are open to students beyond working hours. That you need to check, so that the student can experiment more on the practical issues. This he or she can learn more about the concepts. Next, we have ranking of college by various agencies. So this ranking, we need to take it at the end. Looking at the first 5 points, first you have to take decision. To make a confirmation about your decision, you have to go for ranking of colleges by NIRF, TAFRC, APFRC, TOI, Week, College Dunia, the Careers 360. Likewise, you have many websites, many organizations which are giving a ranking for the colleges. So I suggest the NIRF and the state ranking, the fees fixation of state is also very important, because by verifying all the facilities, the state government is fixing the fee per college, per student. So that gives you the college quality. If a particular college is given highest fee, that means it's a standard college having all the facilities. Thus, recently we have the ranking announced by NIRF. So in the NIRF, from Telangana, we have 24 colleges in top 300 colleges across India. So out of 24 colleges, 1 to 200 ranking, we have 13 engineering colleges from Telangana. And from 201 to 250, we have 5 engineering colleges. And from 251 to 300, we have 6 engineering colleges. Totally 24 engineering colleges. Similarly, if we move on to the Andhra Pradesh statistics, we have total 20 engineering colleges in top 300 engineering colleges in India from Andhra Pradesh, in which 1 to 200 ranking 10 engineering colleges, 201 to 250 6 engineering colleges, 251 to 300 we have 4 engineering colleges, thus 20 engineering colleges in top 300 engineering colleges across India from Andhra Pradesh. From Telangana, we have 24. Thus, Telangana plus Andhra Pradesh together in Telugu states, we have 44 engineering colleges in top 300 rankings of NIRF. This shows their, perseverance towards the excellence. Okay, so looking at that, and at the same time, the fee regularity committee of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, they have fixed the fee from maximum to minimum. You look at that, the list. So if a college is having more fee, means it is having more facilities, spending more money for the students' education. So that is one indication that also you need to look into. Okay. So by looking into the ranking given by state government based on the fee fixation, looking into NIRF ranking, looking into various agencies, ranking agencies, we have lot of reports available on net. You can consolidate or you can take advice from experts like me, so that we can give you the clarity in the admission process. Choosing a best group from reputed engineering college across India, not only from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, across India, whether it is private engineering college, deemed to be university, state university, central university, NITs or IITs, IIITs, IISc. So whichever you want to get into based on the test qualified, maybe MSET, maybe TSM set or APM set or JEE mains and advanced or the deemed university entrance tests. Based on that, you might be getting some rank. Okay. So before joining a student into a university or college, please take the advice. Please look into my website, my Facebook page, where I'm providing you all the details of rankings of the institutions based on the nation level ranking, based on the state level ranking. I'm posting. Okay. Still further, any suggestions are required, any advice are required, you can contact me over WhatsApp. You can send message. I'll pass on a Google Doc, a Google form, where you can fill your details with phone number and mail ID asked in the format. You can just fill it so that I can know that you need some help. So I can contact you, or you can message me, or you can contact me over WhatsApp. Okay, so that I can give you a proper guidance. My phone number is 9000 537 597. My WhatsApp number is 9000 537 597. So you can meet me on Facebook, you can interact with me over WhatsApp, or you can interact with me over mail, or you can interact with me over phone. So I can give you proper details to how to take a decision. So before winding, I'd like to give clarity in NIRF ranking or state university ranking. NIRF ranking is based on the facilities available, quality of students available, quality of faculty available, the expenditure spent by college, the facilities available, whether infrastructure or laboratories, or the quality of faculty, number of faculty, and the quality of intake admitted, quality of placements for last few years, last 4 years. So based on that, the NIRF ranking will be decided. They will always take the positively the last academic year and they look into the ranking. Similarly, the fee regularity committee will also look into all these aspects. Does they fix the fee? So if they are fixing fee at higher value, that means that college is performing well, spending more amount on students' education to give the best to the student, so that the expenditure is increased. That in some cases it may not be true. Some of the colleges may be performing well, but they are unable to project themselves better. Very minute. That is very minute. But in general, we can take the NIRF ranking as well as the state fee regularity committee ranking into consideration. Thus, we can take a proper decision in selecting a college. After selecting a college, selecting the branch is very important. I just wind it with consolidating how to select a good branch. Number one, based on employability opportunities. Number two, future demand after 4 years for the course. Number three, industry trends. Number four, choice of students. Coming to the how to select good college. Number one, quality of intake for last few years. Number two, number of students placed per year and the average package. Number three, the quality of faculty and the number of PhDs from reputed universities. Number four, infrastructural facilities. Number five, research labs. Number six, ranking of college by national level ranking agencies like NIRF, or the ranking of college by state council in the form of fee regularity committee of the state, and the private agencies which are pursuing rating the institutions to provide the better knowledge to the students, so that the nation can build good engineers. Thus the today's engineers are today's engineering graduates or engineering students are tomorrow's nation builders. With this, I wind my talk, the first talk on the guidance on engineering admissions 2020. In future, I'll plan to have the series of lectures before the engineering admission starts in each state. Thank you, parents, and thank you, students and friends across India, especially from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Thank you, one and all.
One minute.